Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Phoenix Plays. Welcome back to the channel. Come on back in and have a front row seat to the epic gaming world of WWE sports entertainment. I'm your host, Chris Phoenix, and today we are diving back into our playthrough of WWE 2k24's MyGM mode. It's week 3 of our run as WCW Monday Nitro. In last week's show, we started off with Extreme Rules tag team title match between Damian Priest and Dijak, taking on the defending tag team belt holders Dexter Lumis and Ilya Dragunov. It was a hard-fought battle, but Lumis and Dragunov were able to outpace the challengers and retain their reign as WCW Tag Team Champions. Braun Strowman then took to the center of the ring and boasted about his win over Kofi Kingston, showing the world that he was not messing around anymore and was willing to do anything and everything he needed to do to remain the WCW United States Champion. Next up, Ivy Nile challenged Rhea Ripley to a one-on-one match to see which of these femme fatales had the most raw power to be the toughest woman in WCW. Rhea completely underestimated her opponent, and Ivy took down the Eradicator in an awesome show of brute strength. After that first mid-card match, Kofi Kingston, who the week before lost his match and United States Championship belt to Braun Strowman, called out Braun to a rematch. Our second mid-card of the night had a display of ferocity and aggressiveness between two top female warriors, with Zoe Stark taking on Valhalla. A brutal match, if I ever saw one, ended with Zoe taking down the Viking Priestess. Next up was a surprise appearance from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, making their introduction into WCW as they called out the Dark Brotherhood of Damian Priest and Dijak. KO and Sami want to take these two guys down a notch, and Priest and Dijak are willing to take on that challenge. And finally, the main event, a triple threat title match for the WCW Women's Championship with Alexa Bliss defending her belt from not only Isla Dawn, but also Xia Li. All three of these fierce competitors fought tooth and nail, and in the end, it was Isla Dawn who defeated Alexa and is now our brand new WCW Women's Championship belt holder. What an exciting show that was, but tonight we are in Buffalo, New York, and another week closer to Hell in a Cell. Feuds and enemies are being made, challenges are being thrown down, new champions have been made, and we need to set up the next show to make it to the top and be the best WWE 2k24 general manager there is. But before we step back into that ring of titans, make sure you're locked in for the long haul by subscribing, ringing that notification bell, and of course, laying the smackdown on that like button. This way you won't miss a single second of the excitement. Now, let me ask you all, are you ready for WCW Monday Nitro? Starting at the bottom of the career standings with Adam Pearce and Raw right above us in that number 2 spot, and Ted DiBiase, the man with the money, in charge of SmackDown in that number 1 spot. Just maybe not this week. However, we do have a chance to actually get the number 2 spot. We're not that far behind on fans. A couple things we need to fulfill here starting out is we have promised Valhalla a rematch against Zoe Stark within the next 2 weeks, so we'll try to take care of that. Probably going to do that tonight, honestly. We have a commissioner goal of have at least 1 tables match this week. What do we get for that? I know a guy 3. Immediately gain 10 talent scout points. That could be good. You know what? I think we're going to do that tables match. Under show logistics, we do have 2 assets now, which will give us the ability to do something new. We don't have a whole lot of money, though, which means Wrestling Center is out. It does require 3 assets and $200,000. We don't have either of those. For crew, though, if we go ahead and do the backstage crew, it's only $50,000, 2 assets, and it will unlock the Falls Count Anywhere, so we could do that one. But honestly, what I'm really looking at is this one right here, Tier 1, Basic Effects, and we can get the fog effects. It's $50,000 in 2 assets as well, but it unlocks the steel cage. The steel cage could be very important for that Hell in a Cell, so I think we might do that. Let's go ahead and put down the money and our 2 assets for that. There we go. Also, our show will be held in a concert hall once again this week, not a gymnasium like the last one. Not a lot to do this week as far as managing the roster. However, looking at Talent Scouts, we do only have about $76,000, so Talent Scouts is probably also out this week. We don't want to really spend a lot of money on things we don't really need right now. Let's just go ahead and book our show. That way we kind of know what we're dealing with right now at the moment. Let's start our show off on a great note. Let's go ahead and go in here. Let's do this as a tag team. And let's set up that match that we kind of previewed the last week before and get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. There's Kevin Owens. And let's have them take on let's see where they at. Damian Priest and Dijak. Let's get that feud rolling right there. We've kind of already gotten it started. Let's move it along a little bit. Then let's take a look at our main event. I like to do the opener and then the main event. I think that's a great way to kind of fill in the blanks with the mid cards after that. Let's have this be that we need a tables match, right? So let's have a tables match. Let's do that rematch with Braun Strowman and Kofi right there. It won't be a title match, but it will be a tables match. And then again, we're going to move that feud between these two guys going a little further as well. Now we just have to figure out our two mid cards and then get our promos booked. Let's start with our first promo. Let's go ahead and have that be a class change for Isla Dawn. Let's change her from a bruiser to a giant. That way when we actually redo the rematch between her and Alexa, we're going to have a cruiser versus a giant right there. We have heel versus face. That's going to be great for our show. Last week, thanks to the power cards played upon us, we were not able to use Finn Balor. So let's go ahead and let's do a call out this week. Let's have Karrion Kross do a call out against Finn. See if we can't get a feud brewing here between these two guys, because I really want to set this up as a huge main event for that title match right there. The first promo of the night has Isla Dawn doing a class change, so let's do our last promo of the night as a call out. Alexa Bliss wants her rematch against Isla Dawn. She wants her title back, so let's have her call her out. Now we still have our two mid cards, so let's see, how can we set these up? In the last show, we did kind of start a feud between Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile. They're not exactly the greatest classes to go against each other, but I think if we do another match and we can actually advance that feud a little bit, that might help, possibly. Plus, I mean, Rhea is pretty popular, so that might also give it just a little bit of a pop in the ratings. So let's go ahead and set that up. And just to up the ante a little bit, let's make this an Extreme Rules competition. Now we got our last mid card. What am I going to put in here? So one thing I could do is I did promise Valhalla a rematch against Zoe Stark this week. Well, within the next 2 weeks. So what I'm curious about is what if we did a tag team match with Valhalla and Xia Li again against Zelina and Zoe. I wonder if that would count towards the rematch with Valhalla. Probably not, but I am curious if that would actually work or not. I don't really have anybody else that I could throw into a match right here. We do have Finn Balor, who's not doing anything this week. We do have the call out with him, but I mean, the only other person I could have him go against would be Dexter or Dragunov down here. So, you know what? I don't want to do that. It is a little late in the season, but you know, let's take a look at some talent scouts. It would only cost us about $10,000 and 2 talent scouts to search for some level 10 to 14 stars. But they might actually cost us a bit more than that just to even put them on our show. I mean, nothing wrong with giving it a look-see just to see what we have. Let's find out. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. These guys are going to cost us way too much right here. 39,000, 67. We don't have enough for any of these. Plus, it also looks like our show alone is going to cost us $41,000. The crowd did really like Xia Li and Valhalla together, so maybe they'll like it again. And like I said, I'm kind of curious if this actually will satisfy the requirements for Valhalla in a rematch with Zoe. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make that happen. All right, so our matchups may not be the greatest, but we got to work with what we have. And this is pretty much what we have. So this is going to be our show for the night. Before we get our show going, though, let's take a look at some power cards. We had a couple played on us last week, which really screwed us over. So let's start with this Get Schooled 3. It's going to, we select a superstar on a roster, and we immediately gain 30 ring XP. Let's do that. So I kind of want to give this to Alexa to level her up because, I mean, I really like Alexa. I do. And she is one of my favorite superstars. I picked her to be the face of our company here. But down here we have Ivy now. And you know what? I'm kind of growing to like Ivy. I like the Ivy versus Rhea angle we're going with here. And Ivy's only a level 5. So I'm going to choose her. And let's give her 30 XP. So when I used that power card on Ivy, it immediately leveled her up from a level 5 to a level 10, which is great. So this is something new that's in 2K24, where you can level up your superstars by trading them or with power cards, and they gain experience. And when they level up, you can get perks at like every 5 levels, I believe it is. So we can actually go in here to our managed roster right now. We can level up Ivy and give her a new perk. Looks like we get 2 to choose from. We can either choose basic popularity, which gives her a +1 in popularity in participating in matches, or we can give her a basic injury. Superstar has a -10% chance of being injured. Let's give her a pop in the popularity. There we go. That should help our show tonight a little bit. I think I'm also going to use the Cactus Jacked power card. Basically, 2 superstars participate in a opposing brand's show next week will be injured. So if we injure them in next week's show, then by the time Hell in a Cell comes around, they won't be able to participate in that. Now, it is selected at random, so I'm not sure which ones we're going to injure. We may not even injure any that could be useful to us, but, you know, they hurt me. I'm going to hurt them back. I'm gunning for that number 2 spot with Adam Pearce, so I'm going to choose to use this on Raw. All right, our matches are set up. Our logistics are taken care of. We got our final booking for Week 3 in Buffalo, New York of WCW Monday Nitro. Let's confirm and jump to the show. All right, we've got our opening match here. We've got a tag team normal match. We've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going up against Damian Priest and Dijak. Now, not a whole lot going on here, except Sami and Kevin are big popular characters, and I think these are going to be great for the show. I kind of almost wish I had made this a main event, because we've got Sami there, who's a cruiser. We got Dijak, who's a giant, a bruiser, a fighter. I think this is going to be a great match right here, and it probably might have been better as our main event, but it's a great way to introduce Sami and Kevin into the show. Let's get it going.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
Owens has actually lightened up a bit and formed a few friendships in WWE.
Yeah, but you have to believe those are temporary at best, because fighting is all KO knows how to do.
A look of pure focus on the face of the prize fighter.
Because KO always has his eyes on the prize.
Sami Zayn is ready for a fight.
And it is going to be a good one.
And his partner from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
There is perhaps no superstar with more heart in WWE than Sami Zayn.
You can beat him down, kick him around over and over again, but Sami will always get back up.
Sami Zayn's a world-class competitor, no doubt about it. He just needs to make sure to get out of his own way tonight. Stay out of his head.
And guys, the Sami and KO show is now underway.
Two main event talents who might be even better together. They won the first ever tag team championship main event in WrestleMania history.
They have built a legacy, that's for sure. And I think the legacy will grow even further tonight.
This could be a night of tag team action at its finest.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much better matchup than the one in front of us, gentlemen.
The Glam Slam.
Oof.
And set right into the corner. Using the forearm to their advantage.
All's fair in love and war, gentlemen. I saw nothing but effective offense.
With the reversal.
registered. Super kick.
Zayn looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Sammy's defensive instincts need to kick in.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm. Tagged in.
Hurricane Rana.
Unbelievable athleticism. Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out. He's burying elbows in the midsection.
Delivers the cross body. Clean tag for his partner.
Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back. With a series.
He thinks he has it.
No, he kicks out.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here. Quick strike to the lower body.
Snapmare right.
Surfboard stretch. Body breaks free, but will the damage prove to be irreparable?
Brutal stomp to the body. And followed up by another to the chest.
Oh, the power.
Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you. Never a good time for that to happen.
What pop? Damian Priest would like to be your guide.
Second heaven choke slam. Will Sammy recover?
Two. And that will end it.
Here are your winners. The team of Damian Priest and Dijak.
This isn't the result Owens and Zayn had in mind.
Owens and Zayn must be frustrated, but they won't be discouraged so easily.
Our WCW crowd at Buffalo seemed to think that the match we just had was mediocre at best. And you know what? I tend to agree with them on that. That Sammy and Kevin, what was going on there? They just couldn't seem to get a leg up. And Damian and Dijak just completely mopped the floor with them. It was over real quick before you even know it. Definitely not the spectacle that I or our crowd was looking forward to out of our first match with Kevin and Sammy there. However, the feud between these four has grown another level, so I'm pretty sure that won't be the last time we see this. Maybe next time, it'll be a better match. In last week's show, we had a spectacular triple threat match featuring Alexa Bliss defending her title against Isla Dawn and Xia Li. And standing in the center of the ring right now before all the WCW fans of Buffalo, New York, is our victor of that match, Isla Dawn. Looks like she's got a few things to say to the crowd and fans as the new WCW Women's Championship title holder. She says she signed a contract at WCW and made her debut last week because she wants to be the biggest female champion that WCW has ever seen. And she made that debut in all of her glory by defeating Alexa Bliss and becoming our new title holder. She goes on to say that she plans to remain to be the biggest superstar we have ever seen, a giant in the industry, and defend her title against anyone who dares to go up against her. Bold words, but the crowd seems to love it. Up next, we've got Rhea Ripley, and she wants a rematch against the up-and-coming Ivy Nile. But not just any match is going to do, no. Extreme rules have been invoked. And you know what? I don't think either of these women tonight are going to be leaving that ring unscathed.
Get ready for brutal judgment.
Rhea Ripley is a tough woman.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match.
Here comes the pit bull of the women's division.
Representing the Creed brothers from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
Does this woman have the answer for Ripley's trademark toughness, do you believe?
Cole, I don't know if there's anybody in WWE or beyond who can match raw power with the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
There's really no telling what this match might have in store for us. Just about the only thing you can count on is total pandemonium.
Yeah, chaos is the name of the game here. These superstars are going to be living out their most unhinged and dangerous dreams in this one.
Hip drop.
I've been waiting to see that.
She's taking things to ringside.
And as a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables.
She's bringing the table into play here.
She is done playing around.
Great agility.
It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Bashed right into the post on the outside.
Really just laying it in.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, man.
Great job anticipating Ivy.
Elbow thrown, saying not today.
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
No matter whose side you are on, no good can come from wielding that sledgehammer.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a welt.
Oh! Ivy steers clear there. A running hurricanrana.
Beautiful. Showing off the... Oh, forget about pandering to the WWE Universe. That should keep her head in the game.
Inverted DDT. Oof.
Beautiful gator roll.
Great way to disorient your opponent.
Big forearm.
She had it scouted.
Disrupts the attack with an elbow to the gut.
There's the takedown.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
Ripcord applied. Oh, and a forearm. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Attack after attack is smothering Rhea.
Ripley needs to be resourceful. Find an opening.
And now she's getting back into the ring. Great counter.
Rhea managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
That could be the spark she was looking for.
Oh, flapjack shoulders down. She breaks the count quick.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Rhea Ripley with her opponent up on her shoulders. Electric chair. Oh!
Devastating facebuster. Ripley has things right where she wants them. Here we go. There's the riptide. I think Ripley can end this.
Makes a cover. And that'll be it. Finally a victory. What a hard-fought win.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Ivy Nile suffering a loss here.
This one was tough for Ivy Nile. She just couldn't overcome this fight.
In last week's match against Ivy Niles, Rhea underestimated her opponent. She did not do that tonight. She definitely brought her A game and stood victorious over Ivy. And you know what? I don't care what the crowd says. This was a pretty dang good match right here. Once again, over a little quicker than I thought it would be though, but I love seeing these two go at it right here. They bring everything they have to the ring. They go pound for pound, hit for hit against each other. And though Rhea may have won this battle, I think the war is far from over. Next up, WCW's own Paula Paulshock caught up with Karrion Kross backstage. And Karrion had a few cross words to say about his recent loss to Finn Balor. He says he deserves his rematch against Finn Balor, and that all Balor has to do is name the time and place, and he will be there for that challenge. Also adding that Balor must apparently be too scared of Karrion to even show up to the show. And though it is true that Balor wasn't here for last week's show, I'm sure once he hears this interview, we're going to be hearing from him very soon. Next up, we've got a repeat match from our very first night of WCW Monday Nitro, with Xia Li and Valhalla re-teaming back up to take on Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark, our current women's tag team champions. And though the belts aren't on the line tonight to change hands, are we going to see an exact copy of that first match, or are we going to see an upset tonight? Let's head ringside and find out.
And here we go with this tag team matchup. Set for action in this competition as we begin with Valhalla and Xia Li. And we'll see if they're prepared for tag team action as they go head-to-head with Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark.
We have to be expecting a frenetic pace in this matchup. These teams stop for nothing. They are all go from bell to bell. But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense.
Big elbow. Oh, catapulting down on the opponent.
One scouted.
What a headbutt.
Vicious.
Watch out. Running bulldog.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Insulting. Disgusting behavior. There was no respect shown there. Headbutt.
Tagged into the action. Jumping knee strike.
Lights out. Snapmare right.
Surfboard strike.
She does break out of it, but has the damage been done?
Xia gets her back.
Power slam incoming, no.
From behind and with inverted DDT. And she saw that coming from Zoe. Powerless position to be in right now.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Snap suplex.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Delivers the knee. Can she do it here?
And a kick out.
She's still in this one.
Enziguri. Yes, tag.
Hard impact on the backdrop. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Continuing to attack the neck. Across the top rope.
Scoop slam, making it look easy.
And the powerhouse Zoe Stark knocked off her block a bit.
And repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically. She's able to make it. A running hurricanrana. Some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities.
Lined him up. Oh, and a forearm. Saw that one coming. Great hip toss. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Effective. This could be it. Cover. Oh, I thought it was over, but again.
Can we please get some control?
And she's in off the tag.
Ah, look at this. Hair pull, mat slam. And the knee.
Tag.
Jeez.
Oh, quite an effective counter. Taking a toll on her.
As Zoe gives her a taste of that impressive power. Get his press! You can see that each strike drained their opponent's energy.
And she'll make the tag.
Oh, shot to the jaw.
The tag.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up.
Springboard misses the target. Oh, the leg sweeping. Now into the octave. What is she going to do here? Is she going to tap out? No! Able to slip underneath and deliver some blows, creating the break. Jumping knee strike. Lights out. Almost ended it there.
She just will not go away.
Xia Li is fired up and wants this crowd to know it.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Locks in the gut wrench. All the way up and...
And then here's a cover. Could be it. She kicks out with force.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Zelina now looking to go high risk.
Taking flight. And Xia escapes danger.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Here's a tag.
And Valhalla is looking to the crowd for some support.
Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake. Got the tag. Got the tag. Ooh. This match is wearing her down.
This is what the purpose of a tag team is. Don't be afraid to use the resources and help your partner offers. Am I being diplomatic enough, Cole?
Oh, the elbow connects. In off the tag.
Xia Li is looking to deflate her opponent.
Crossbody.
Go behind.
German 9.
Wicked kick to the lower back.
Awesome. I love it.
And she breaks the count.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
Using the elbow as a weapon.
Oh my gosh, what impact. Muay Thai clinch applied. Knees, lefts and rights, and a kick to the body to finish it off. Nice takedown. Scratching and clawing. This could be it. Oh, that was close.
This match continues.
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
She's trying so desperately to get back up to her feet. From way out, double axe handle connects.
She's tagged in.
Target is set on leash. She's in peril. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip.
No! Into a powerbomb. Exclamation delivered by Zelina.
And the victory here tonight.
Here are your winners, the team of Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark.
And these two really do make the perfect pair.
Maybe a little hyperbolic, but these two performed like they're born to be a tag team. If they stay together, watch out.
Looks like both these tag team duos tonight came to fight with a passion. Valhalla and Zaya both put forth a fantastic offense and a defense, but it just wasn't enough to take the win from the Double Z's, Zoe and Zelina. And you know, whatever was going on behind the scenes between Vega and Stark seems to may have worked itself out tonight, because they performed much better than they did during their first match together. And we still seem to have a very fickle crowd tonight, because even after that match, which in my opinion was the best one we've had tonight, it still just wasn't enough to satisfy the fans. However, once the familiar music of Alexa Bliss hits the air, the crowd erupts as she takes center stage to discuss her loss of the women's belt at last week's show, as well as to talk about Isla's boasting from earlier tonight. Alexa says the only thing giant about Isla Dawn is her dress size, and that she never would have won that belt if it was a one-on-one. It seems as though Alexa is looking for a rematch as soon as possible. And now it's time for the main event. We've got the new WCW United States Champion Braun Strowman taking on the former champion Kofi Kingston once again. It's a one-on-one tables match, and it's coming to you right now.
The following contest is a tables match. Making his way to the ring from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, the WCW United States Champion, Braun Strowman.
The moment this match was announced, the WWE Universe has expected a classic. I think it is destined to deliver.
This guy presents a high-pressure situation for Kofi, but remember, that's where Kingston shines brightest.
Ready to unleash the power of positivity.
Only like he can.
And his opponent, representing the New Day, from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
A man who is beloved by the entire WWE Universe.
Beloved all over the world, especially in his home country of Ghana.
An incredible celebration there in Ghana after his WrestleMania win.
Kofi connects with the fans, and that connection pushes him to great heights.
We're underway. This is a tables match. You win when you put your opponent through a table. Hashtag tables match.
And just like that, we've kicked the tempo up a notch.
Paying it right back with a reversal.
Ouch! Military press. Strowman striking fear into the heart of his opponent.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring. And he's taking this to the outside now. Coming back into the ring, back to the action. Look at this. Boom, nice. And it had to have taken maximum effort to lift their opponent like that.
Suplex brings them down. Taking aim on the arm.
Vice-like grip on the neck.
Oh, this is incredible.
Reverse choke slam.
And this might not have a pleasant ending. Oh, right to the throat.
A little insult to your injury.
Boom!
Uh-oh.
Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face. Oh, my God.
Moves outside. What's the plan here?
A steel chair? Something we all know can be a devastating weapon.
He's heading back to the ring. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
And that attack might actually strike some fear in Strowman for a change.
Yeah, Kofi's physicality is in full effect.
Ah, flipping the script on him there. Drop kick.
Beautiful.
Outside the ring now. He has no need to rush. Back in the ring now. Boom. Great flurry of offense from Kofi.
Braun is being completely neutralized.
He returns to the ring. He's outside the ring now.
Hope he's got a plan. Oh, boy, he is setting up the table, taking this to a whole nother level.
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture.
Returning to the ring now. Not the position you want to be in right now. Brutal escape as that maneuver was taking just too long to materialize.
Dominating cross-body.
Strowman's being cut down at every corner.
Piece by piece, Kofi is chipping away.
Bang. Take a seat at the table. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale.
Strong counters from Strowman.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Braun needed.
Prime opportunity now for Braun to get some separation and gather himself.
Goodness! This match grinded him down a little.
Yeah, as the powerhouse style of Strowman being shown off there. Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Tossing their opponent like they're nothing.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Toss!
He manages to escape.
Wow, Kofi got all of it.
Uh-oh, look out. Double leg drop.
Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
plants him.
Nicely done.
And he retaliates on Strowman. Put into the corner now. Counters. This could be an opportunity. Getting carried. Unsure what they're thinking. Oh, right face first.
Sharp elbows to the body, looking to fight his way out.
Kofi.
SOS!
And with that, Kofi Kingston just sent a definitive message. He's not playing around here. Oh, that's going to sting.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Going to finish things off.
And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Here is your winner, Kofi Kingston.
What a tremendous win in this tables match. One of the best table matches I've ever seen.
The power of positivity overcomes once again. Congratulations to Kofi.
It seems as though we've finally found something that this Buffalo crowd has enjoyed, as the power of positivity has beaten the towering titan Braun Strowman. Although Kofi didn't regain the United States Championship title tonight, it is setting the stage for what's to come. Alright, so although tonight's show wasn't what I was hoping for or what we needed, I still think we did okay. We especially got that main event with a 3.5 stars for great. I'll take it, and let's just see how we ranked out. Alright, so all of this week's shows have finished. Let's take a look at the results between everybody here. We had our opening match, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against Dijak and Damian Priest. We only got a lowly 2 stars for that. We had a very poor opening. It definitely was outperformed by our mid-card. Not a great start. SmackDown and Raw, however, ended up with 3 stars. SmackDown's opening match was Ronda Rousey against Natalya. Looks like Rousey won that one. And it looks like Raw's opening show was Io Sky against Tamina, with Tamina winning that one. Our first mid-card, however, did tie against Raw. We got 2.5 stars. We had Rhea Ripley going up against Ivy Niles, with Rhea taking the win on that one. Raw tied us with what appears to be a fatal 4-way with Eric, R-Truth, Giovanni, and Seth freaking Rollins. Not a big fan of Seth Rollins, but I do kind of like to say freaking. And it looks like R-Truth took the win on that one. SmackDown, however, beat both me and Raw with their mid-card. Looks like it was a tag team match with Jimmy Uso and Ludwig Kaiser taking on Tony D'Angelo and Josh Briggs, with Jimmy and Ludwig being the champions there. Looks like our second mid-card of the night was a tie with SmackDown on this one. We had Valhalla and Xia Li against Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark, with Zelina and Zoe taking the win on that one. SmackDown second mid-card was Big E against Logan Paul. Looks like the Big L took the big W in that one. Raw beat both myself and SmackDown by at least an entire star with their mid-card. It appeared to be a tag team title match with Baszler and Gigi Dolan against Bayley and Asuka. Not really been paying a whole lot of attention to the champions who are on the other brands, but looks like Baszler and Gigi took that win with the belts. Lastly, there's the main event, which we did pretty good on with 3.5 stars. We had the tables rematch between Braun Strowman and Kofi Kingston, with Kofi taking the win on that one. However, even though we did really good on that match, it just wasn't enough to either beat SmackDown or Raw, with SmackDown taking the huge win right there. 4.5 stars with their main event, a submission match between Gunther and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Raw managed to edge us out with the win of only a half a star better than we did with their main event, Omos against Jey Uso. Looks like that was a title match with Uso taking home the belt tonight. Tonight's show added us another 43,227 fans and a profit of $24,000. Not too shabby, but I still think we're going to end up in that third spot yet again. I always love reading these little social media show notes over here too. A couple of the ones that actually got my attention is Suplex Fiend 77 with, wow, Zoe Stark looks unstoppable. Who can end the streak? Big Circle 77, Kingston getting even with Strowman tonight. Can't wait to see where these superstars go from here. Looks like Strowman even chimed in himself. Kofi Kingston is such a pathetic cheater, going to be destroyed next time if there's a competent referee. And we even have a message from Isla Dawn. Keep running your mouth while you can, Alexa Bliss. It's going to be wired shut for a while after next week. Looks like SmackDown's going to be our big winner yet again this week with about a gain of 53,842 fans and about $26,500. Raw also did pretty good. Again, 53,969 fans, so pretty close to tying right there with SmackDown. Their profit was much larger, though. They got about $58,000. We successfully accomplished the Commissioner's goal this week and rewarded us with the I Know a Guy 3 power card. And we're ending the week with not really much of a change. Once again, we're on the bottom with number 3. Raw is number 2, and the $1 Million Man's SmackDown at the number 1 spot still. Looks like Adam Pearce wants to play a hardball a little bit here, playing the This Is War card against us, leaving us unable to book 3 of our superstars, Dijak, Isla Dawn, and Kofi Kingston. So it looks like we're going to need to wait a little longer before we see that rematch between Isla Dawn and Alexa Bliss. And now for our little weekly sit down with the man in charge himself, Triple H. Looks like he's just basically telling us what we already know. We're unable to use those 3 superstars. We got a message from Valhalla thanking us for her rematch against Zoe. So apparently, a tag team does count as a rematch. That's interesting to know. Gonna have to keep that in mind for the future. She does appreciate us letting her have that rematch, but not really how it actually went. You know, can't really blame her for that one. And this is an interesting development. It looks like Finn has contacted us, and he's been talking with Braun a lot lately and had a great idea that they should team up for a tag match. Wants to know if he can convince us to take a chance and book a tag team match in the next few weeks. So, that's probably going to give us about 2 weeks. So we've got one show coming up that I probably want to put Finn and Karrion Kross back in again by themselves. And then we've got Braun and Kofi. However, we can't use Kofi, though, in next week's show. This does bring up the idea of maybe having a Baylor-Braun duo against Owens and Sami Zayn. You know what? Sure. Let's see how that works out. So that's going to do it for tonight's WWE 2k24 MyGM mode with WCW Monday Nitro. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. As always, I love hearing your comments, so make sure to put those down below. Anything you have to say, any feedback to make these even better for you guys, I would love to hear it. We've got one more show to go before we hit our first premium live event, Hell in a Cell, with the next episode taking place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.